Hello everyone, I hope you're having a lovely night. Welcome back to Victory Lab, our grand tour across the entire station that I've embarked on in order to obtain all the Neuromod abilities that are available in the game. So far, we've managed to clear 4 locations and kill 3 nightmares. I talked about a lot of cool stuff, and we've collected about 30 Neuromods total. If you'd like to catch up with that, the link to the first part is in the description. We are down to 60 Neuromods, and we're going to get right back into the scavenging right now. So deep storage it is. This one should be a quick one because it's a rather small location. I mean, if you skip the fact that there's this big room filled with coral. So I think this one will be rather short in comparison to everything else. I wonder if anything new is here. Alright, there apparently is something new in here. Oh, there's something else as well. There's a phantom. That's quite a surprise, actually. You know, maybe it should be over here. No, you don't. I don't want to... Ooh! What a battle. Oh, crap! Another one. And what... This is so funny how they reset themselves into this position. Is that all? I wouldn't mind a Mimic coming in here as well and dying on the pile. Let's have some gentle... Come on, fun! Yeah. Right now. Oh, you're a Mimic? Oh, Mimic! You jumped on me. Come on, you know you're not like that, really. What are you trying to job, huh? You're a really bad person tonight. Mondaisy and his lovely commentary. Ooh, I just completely destroyed that guy. Hehehe, a clever commentary. I should actually watch out with the recycler charges because I have just 2 more. Anyway, let's just collect the bodies and be done with this place as well. We're almost done, actually. There's not much left to be done. So anyway, I don't see anybody over here, but there might be more on the other side. So this location might be actually microscopic if it really is this short. Did I hear a... I thought I heard a telepath or a technopath, but it was just fire. There's this technopaths and telepaths have this looming sound. Neuromod lying around. There was Neuromod lying around. Lovely. I mean, not complaining at all. In one of the previous episodes of well, this is an invisible wall. I wonder why is this a problem? Every phantom has a problem with this wall, but there is no invisible wall unless you carry an entity around. That's an interesting thing. This is an invisible wall for entities. Why would that be? Why? I don't know. Hey, look! It's that it's that satellite that we. Is that psychoactive satellite that we use to fool Nightmare. Actually, it's weird how exterior looks much more interesting when you're inside the station. And I think what's responsible for that is that I don't have this cage on my head constantly, which kind of, you know, makes my view all blurry. And all these sounds in the background as well, that makes it a little worse for me. I mean, I don't know, some people may find it cool. I personally don't don't like that noise that much. Is there anybody in there? I mean, even if there is, I'm not looking for it. So anyway, let's raise one of them already. Sorry Heather, that's just how it has to go. I'd prefer to arrange those body parts into a circle, like back in the lobby. I think that's more effective for recycling. I mean, I have just 2 more recycler charges. I cannot waste them at all. If I waste them, well, as I already said, the most Typhon material is in the corpses and not in the body parts that you can extract simply. So, you know, not recycling those is kind of a cardinal sin. And you can of course say, oh, you can fabricate more, but I already checked that. I mean, look at this. It's an expensive thing. It's not a cheap thing. I mean, it costs 2 and 1. That's way too much. That's way too much, especially considering that I don't have all the mineral material and synthetic material that is required as well. I mean, I don't think I have enough mineral material. I don't think I have enough mineral and synthetic material, so I can't just go willy-nilly and make more. I need to watch out, actually. For once in life, I need to watch out. I can't move the tentacles. Can't move the tentacles, mate. I can only move the butts. I don't know, maybe I missed something. I genuinely hope. It's literally down to hope. I think I didn't miss anything, but I genuinely hope I did, and that you don't really need to do all this shit to get full 92 neuromods in the game. So if you want to pull something like this off, see, you gotta just. Oh my fucking god. Such bull. That is such bullshit. Help, I'm not alive. That's such bullshit. Alright. Again, please. Can I attach it to a butt? Oh fuck. That was stupid. How much is it now? That's still 1.8. Is this a capacity? I refuse to believe that. Oh well, I'll just knock them closer in. Make that circle a little tighter. Over here. Go. There. There. That looks a little bit more like something, even though that's less exotic. What the fuck? Okay, you know what? Just generate me a nice bit of exotic and we'll be good. How much is that? It's less than 1. That's not good. I'm not fine with that. I'm desperate at this point, and that desperateness comes from the fact that I have 2 recycler charges left and I don't want to make more. I can't make more. That's 45. That's 45. Every time I try again, I feel like it's getting worse and worse. Maybe it's a sign to stop trying. It's 99. It's 90 now. Give me something that's over 1 and I'll be fine. And I'll stop. I'll stop, I'll say that I'm sorry. How much is that? That's 85. Can you please tell me? Can you please tell me, pray? What is the reason? Why is this suddenly worse? $86. It used to be 1. Time... I don't even know what time is it. There we go! 1.11! How lovely! You know what, that's fine, Heather Benz and Poltergeist, you can stay around here. You can do whatever the crap you want to. So that was a tiny location, but it allowed me to make two more neuromods that are over here. Which neuromods? I'm gonna get the stealth damage so that I can shoot the phantoms that I can sneak up on. Walking and running without making noise sounds real, seems stupid. I'ma get it. And I have this with which I can lure the nightmare, but I think it's not yet enough time. So I guess we're done with this place. It's time to head to one and only Crew Quarters. Crew Quarters, on the other hand, are probably going to take a very long time because, well, there's a lot of people in there. Let's head inside. So, we're here. We've been here relatively recently, but that doesn't change the fact that there might be something new inside. So, like that, for example. Hey there, you're just waving your hand at me. Or do you actually want to turn it into a tentacle? Why do you have to notice me always? Can you just go away? I want to sneak up on you. I don't want to waste bullets. I'm supposed to be able to walk without making noise, so how about I... Yeah, that works! I walk without making noise. That does work! And I also deal a lot of damage. I already started dragging the body, but I should actually look around for more lovely things that might exist around here. Oh, there's a ton of military operators around here. I don't think I've ever actually explored this place while Dala was here. No, I did. No, wait, I didn't. Oh hi, you're well hidden boot. I didn't check your body before. You're quite a hidey hider, aren't ya? I'm just gonna drag you over here for now. I have just I have two recyclers apparently. Where did I get a recycler from? I don't remember, but I won't complain. Anyway, so I was talking about right before the shitstorm at deep storage, I was talking about how I hope that this is not the only way to achieve all the neuromods that are in the game. I mean, you know, walking around transforming corpses into phantoms, recycling the corpses and stuff. I honestly hope that this is not the only way. And even then, you still have to watch out with everything that you make, because keep in mind that I did not fabricate virtually anything during this playthrough. I was just making neuromods, and occasionally I made some quest items like Morgan's key or something. I don't think I made a Morgan's key yet. I think I should throw down those bodies down there, because I don't think I'll be making anything up here with them. I just don't want them to glitch through the floor, so I'll quick save, because I know bodies, ragdolls, like to glitch in every game. It doesn't matter what game. When there is a ragdoll, it's easy to glitch a ragdoll. So, you know, you have to be indeed pristine with everything. You can't fabricate ammo. I think that's the hardest part, because you're short on ammo most of the time. I mean, look at me with the shotgun. I have barely enough to keep myself alive, yeah? I mean, I have everything else that is there, yeah? And I could be using that all the time, and I'll be fine. And this is the key. This is the key. You can't rely on a single weapon. You need to be using all of them. And if you watch me, I sometimes force myself to use a certain weapon when other weapon would be more effective in that situation, just because that single weapon is more effective at the moment. I think I did that for everything except the pistol, And that's because I despise the pistol. And, you know, I despise the pistol, and that's not, of course, that's not because it's a bad weapon or anything. That's just because I don't find it exciting or cinematic to use that weapon. I mean, when you fire a shotgun and the shotgun kills a thing, you're like, woo! There's a magic of single fire weapons in every game. I've seen one video, a guy talking about Team Fortress 2 and how it is amazing in that regard. What he said basically is that most weapons in Team Fortress are single fire weapons, and that makes it really fun to play and really fun to shoot and really fun to get kills. So like shotguns, rocket launchers, stuff like that, yeah. Because it feels like a blast, like you're, you know, kicking something to another dimension. I mean, of course, that's not how it really works, but it feels like it. I remember there were many bodies, indeed they are. There's Oliver Benoit and other guys. Huh. Pool. You know, actually, pool might be a cool place to do all this phantom killing and recycling. Seems like a nice, secluded, isolated area where nothing will interrupt me. I just hope that none of you bastard glitches through the floor. That would be really, really sad. Masterpiece. This is a masterpiece. Come over here, Gary. Come over here. It's true, you have no head, but you also didn't have a lower part of your body. That was bloody hilarious. I don't know why, it was gory. So, a shotgun applies. What else? Zapper applies. Well, grenades are kind of also single fire. A little different type of single fire, but it's like boo as well if they get just, you know, recycled to bits. Wrench is single fire if you are desperate. I mean, you can't really say fire with the wrench, but it's also fun to use. It's like you're dead. Q-beam. Well, Q-beam technically isn't a single fire weapon because it's a beam. But on the other hand, when the guys get filled with those quasi particles, energy, they explode, which is another freaking thing. You know, explosion kind of makes up for the fact that it's not a single fire weapon, and it still feels like woo. So, and you know, and in most situations, every other weapon seems cooler than pistol, because pistol is like I must spam one button and you're like pew, 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 which is of course effective, not really economic if I say so myself, because it's easy to overshoot it. It's good for pinging from long distance targets or the ones with low health. That's why I use it for that. It looks it looks cool when you do it like that. Oh yeah, so we have already a lot of bodies here. Another one goes into the pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Quick save. Wait a second. I want to try something. That is not faster. That is not faster, and that is much louder and weirder because I still hold his knee with my mind. Well, foot, not the knee. That's so bloody hilarious. Oh, I walked into a wall. Look at me being so smart, laughing at prey, being terrible at the same time. Are you one of the ladies that shot themselves? Well, I wonder how they did that. Did one of them shoot the other, or did they both commit suicide by shooting themselves? So they like passed it to each other. You know, if I were going to kill myself alongside someone, I think I'd go first, because I think if I really wanted to kill myself, I would have to go first, Because if I would witness somebody killing himself in front of me, I would probably hesitate with my option and probably would lose the interest in killing myself. I mean, I've never had suicidal thoughts, so what do I know about killing? So, this is cool that, you know, I might be overthinking it a little, and I know it's a little convoluted, but when I analyze Prey, or any game, to be fair, I sometimes come up with conclusions like this, and it's like, what I would do in such a situation for real. I mean, in the game it's completely different because you have, you know, multiple lives, you have multiple tries. Heck, even during this playthrough, I sometimes had to go back and do something differently because the recording got interrupted by some lovely people that I really admire. I'll need to go into those rooms again and check the people stuff. Also, we have a quest over here. We're supposed to find the ring for this guy. You're the one sucked off by a mimic. You know, after a couple runs of Prey, I become somewhat resistant to seeing those husks sucked out by a mimic. But when you first look at it, it's bloody terrifying. I mean, the head is completely misshapen. There's this all I can imagine is that this is loose skin because I don't know, maybe the skull loses the volume a bit and there's a ton of loose skin. They lose all the hair. The eye sockets become these are still eyeballs. They're just completely black. So like completely rotten. So, like, Mimic is supposed to be sucking out mostly consciousness. From what I know, that's what he does. He kills you, of course, but but from what we know, he feeds on consciousness, mostly. So, I guess he also makes things rot a bit. Maybe he, like, drains energy from all the cells in your body, accelerating the aging process, maybe, and rotting process at the same time. Sounds reasonable. I mean, there are some mutations. I think there are certain sicknesses that make your body age literally faster, and I think those people live like, you know, their bodies are like the ones belonging to an 80-year-old, while they are actually in reality just 13 or 14 years old, something like that. At least that's what I heard about. And seemed goddamn terrifying for me. There was a body inside here. Ah ha ha, 2 bodies. How do I get you out of here? I think I have to throw this thing. I mean, I said that, you know, there's ether magic going on. And in a lot of cases that's true, because you just have to take for granted that those creatures do certain abilities without really much scientific-like explanation. But I forgot about that there are a couple rooms in Psychotronics where they try to explain, like, how Mimic mimics other stuff, or how they duplicate. I think they even there is a point where they say how the Typhon, how the Weaver transforms a human body and human cells into Typhon ones. So yeah, it's Last Body. Psych, it's not Last Body. You just got freaking pranked by me. To be fair, I got pranked by myself because I am the one who agreed to do this. I mean, I didn't agree to anyone. I came up with this and decided, hey, it's a good way to delay Moon Crash more than I have to. But now I'm committed. I've spent too much time doing this bullshit to just give up right now. So bear with me, guys. Bear with me on this lovely, questionably moral adventure where I destroy everything. I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of things, my survival is the most important for me. And the corpse isn't really that important if you think about it, like, you know, neutrally. You know, all emotions aside, a corpse is just a corpse. Don Davis. Don Davis. Don Davis. Go to the first floor. Let's quickly check if there's... There is some kind of bad dream in there. Go figure, it's Nicole Hogg. Hi there, Nicole. I'm... Oh god. Oh god, that was the wedding ring lady. Does she appear only after you talk to the guy? To Kevin Hogg? She also had a neuromod on herself. That's really cool. Anybody? Literally anybody in here? No? Good. I'll just leave then. That's it for the top floor. I guess for the executive suits. Ah, the trattoria. That's Italian for restaurant, isn't it? I never acknowledged this. This is actually a bar. I mean, this is a cafeteria.
Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
Let's ignore that. Let's ignore that. Let's ignore that. Let's ignore that. Skillet. The totally not the most annoying thing on this goddamn station. I mean, sure. I'll see myself out is a hilarious voice line. But it's not worth the pain that the character delivers. Ugh, and the exploded heads. That's also something you get resistant to after a while. I mean, you can only experience that much horror until you get resistant to it. Same thing goes for, you know, like jump scares, for example, in FNAF. Only they work only for the first 3 nights, unless you're a fearful bitch like me. Then it works for you every time. But the terrifying thing is that the heads explode like by themselves. Sure, it's Telepath doing that, but if you think about it, does Telepath plant a bomb inside? I mean, could be. You don't know. As Luka said, there are black eggs behind their eyes, but behind their eyes? Wait. Now that I think about it, it makes little to no sense. There is ether surrounding their head, magical ether once again, just that we can only wonder about what it is and how it works in that case. But is it something that detonates indeed in the event of, you know, like something, or is it just a type of thought that the telepath forces into his prey? What is this? This is a private TranStar plate. You're not to take that with you. This is also a private thing that I apparently can get hit by, even though I'm dragging it and throwing it forward. Have you ever hit yourself with something you're throwing forward? I mean, sure, according to Newton's third law, the force I apply to something is also applied back to me. But I don't think I smash it so hard with my hand. I just throw it. God damn it! How lethal can throwing be? 0552. I wonder if you can get this code before the whole thing happens with Mitchell. Yeah, I mean, it's not Will Mitchell, but you get what I mean, right? I wonder if you can get that. And if you do, I wonder what his response is. Probably he starts to run away, but you know, and it's probably way less cinematic again. The intrigue, Luka's intrigue here is so complex, so interesting, so amazing. Like on many different levels, he tries to, you know, get you killed. I'm pretty sure I was mentioning it live when that was occurring, but I just want to sum it up quickly. He first tells you to kill the telepath, but you know, of course that's something you can handle. I mean, it's not necessarily him trying to kill you, he just tells you, hey, it would be cool if that thing died, can you kill it? Or run. He doesn't tell you to kill it, he tells you to kill it or run, so I guess he gives you some sort of a choice. But once he sees you, he immediately discovers who you are, yeah? He immediately understands who you are, and he of course wants to get you dead. It's not that obvious, yes? It's not that terribly obvious because he hides it pretty well. He sends you to get his award to his quarters in order if you want his help, yeah? And when you do that, you can hear him telling you, you know, that, like, oh, there's power flickering, don't mind it, alright? It's the station is just hurting. And later we discover that his room is guarded by a voltaic phantom. And then, you know, when you're coming back, he's like thinking, are you out there, Mew? Still alive? What if he comes back? Thinking to himself like this. It's pretty weird, but he does that. And then you come back to him and he's like, oh, you found something? Good. I'll let you in, I promise. And then just before he lets you in, he says, wait a minute. Then you hear a little bit of banging, and then when you go in, the pipe is broken, the water pipe is broken, and he tells you that you need to fix it or find a replacement. That you need to find a replacement part in the greenhouse. And of course, if you've been to greenhouse, you know what's there. There is a telepath as well. So he just wants you to get killed by the Typhon, yeah? But it wouldn't be as bad if the pipe was really broken. But if you look closely while he's talking to you through the window, the pipe is alright. There is no pipe lying around. He breaks it when you're waiting outside the door before he lets you in. And that there is an evidence that he really wants to get you dead. There. Very dead. Dead and dead and dead and very dead. Anyway, what happens then is that he throws you into the freezer and he hopes that you will freeze. But he hopes that you will freeze, but I don't think he relies on that, as he escapes instantly and plants the bombs all over the station. He's actually a good thing, now that I think about it, having just 2 recycler charges. I could use a mine like that. I mean, I was pretty shit with those mines this run because I like fell into 3. I mean, triggered 3 instead of grabbing them all. So that's pretty bad. I'm really surprised that there is no voice things anymore, but I have a quite clear idea why. It's like 4 in the morning in the game time. That game clock I was talking about some time ago actually is right now. Let me check. It's 4:30, so that makes sense that there is no voice messages, which is good. Ah yeah, the exploded heads. So can the telepath generate a thought that would cause you to die? Or more accurately, can he generate a thought and force it into your head that would make it explode? And you know, I really wonder how exactly does this work. I mean, you try to resist, yeah? When you look at them, they look like they're tripping when they walk or when they run. They look like they're just tripping and about to fall. So I guess what happens is that the telepath is just trying to tell you something like, just take 1 step forward. And you're like, no, I don't want to. And well, it basically results in him kind of, you know, your main body mass moving forward a little, and it's then like, I'm going to fall over if I don't put my leg forward. So you in the end put your leg forward, and that's how they walk, I guess. That's how telepath moves around his victims. And I wonder exactly how would the telepath explode their head. He's not planting anything inside them. At least I think he's not, because if I zap a human that is being controlled with a zapper, he goes unconscious and his head can no longer explode when he's unconscious. So it must be related to the activity of the brain. So as long as the brain is active and not sleeping or something, it is able to explode. Yeah. So I guess the explosion, the source of the blast is entirely on the mental level. So I suppose, you know, like, telepath is holding back until the very right moment, and I guess he can kind of see through his victim's eyes. I mean, that makes sense. When the victim notices you, the telepath gets alerted, so I guess that makes sense. So I suppose what he does is that he forces the brain to explode. But how would that work? I guess maybe the brain, after receiving a signal to explode from the telepath, kind of reroutes all the blood that is in the body to the head to create such a big pressure that would cause an explosion. And then maybe ether kind of infuses itself with the flesh or the blood right before the explosion, and that's why the explosion is very harmful. And that would also maybe explain why it is why it nullifies as well. And I wonder, why is Morgan resistant to the telepathy? Why would he be resistant to the telepathy? I mean, he has the psychoscope on before he meets the first telepath. So it kind of makes, from what we know, that the psychoscope provides a certain level of safety in terms of mind control. But still, I think that Morgan is kind of resistant by himself a bit. Kind of like Luka, but we of course don't see much evidence of that in the game. We see, however, that Luka Golubkin is not affected at all by the telepath, and it's explained, of course, in the psychotronics that he's the telepath could not invade his mind, and after discovering that he can, after attempting a couple times, he started to actually fear Luka and be disgusted with him. More like disgusted than fearing him. So I suppose they kind of feel the same about me, because they can't control me. I actually don't think I gave them enough kind of enough attention throughout the playthrough. I was just saying, ooh, I love phantoms, ooh, I love mimics, ooh, I love the Typhon. But I didn't really focus on the bigger ones, you know, the Weaver, the Technopath, the Telepath. And that's because I don't like them as much. I don't like fighting them as much. I mean, it's not because it's harder, although it is harder, of course. Well, they're like mini bosses, I guess. I mean, they're like the most powerful things out there. The telepaths and technopaths, they're like the main defense of the Typhon ecology. I think their design matches their personality, their kind of personality. The way they just stare silently at you without making noise. I mean, sure, they have this looming noise, but they don't roar or chitter or do anything that other Typhon do very often. They're just... The light that comes out of their eyes might as well be the source of this sound. I assume it's not really their choice to make the noise. They're just making it. And of course all the abilities make the noise, but they're just silent. They don't do much. They don't make much sounds themselves. And they just stare with this massive eye of theirs, and that makes me feel like they're indeed superior, intelligent, like more intelligent, mentally superior, stronger. They look like, you know, way more sophisticated than other Typhon. Technopath is the same in that regard, although I think he looks a little bit more intense with the blue color instead of the violet one. Oh, hello, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, sorry to bang your head like that. Oh, I didn't pick that up. That's quite a crowd, isn't it? That's gonna be a massive amount of phantoms. So either way, is there something over here? Over here. I didn't pick up those flowers, that's weird. Crumpled paper, I thought I picked them, and disruptor pellet. Oh, I guess I wasn't here after all. That's good. Is there any Neuromod around here though? Anything under the... There's an access card for the secure pharmaceutical. So this is a place where you can grab it when you're doing the no needles run, I guess. Danielle, missed you, leaving your character sheet here, but I have a spare in case you don't make it back before the game. And don't worry, it looks great. See you at the record center. And that's Melindra, Shadow Corner. I gotta meet up with my friends. Find missing transcribe, check theater, get my stuff from Abby's cabinet, finish draft of apology later, pull heads out of ass, prioritize relationships over work. How did I not pick that up? So this is the Abigail Foy console, and this is the place where you have to enter the number in order to retrieve the hidden treasure. Let me see how much of that I have done. 135. So I theoretically could try to guess it. Stab fellow map. It would be cool to have a little search bar over here, just, you know, or a way to sort these. That would be really nice. Supplies for Morgan, Fatal Fortress, character sheet, stab fellow. Well, this is crew quarters, isn't it? This looks like Yellow Tulip, this looks like the stairway we have here, and this looks like the room of the recycler. I'm surprised they didn't found that number. I guess I'll find it very soon. Bill, if you're injured or sick, you get a pass. Otherwise, it is 75 minutes of exercise per week minimum. The code to gym is 2263, in case you forgot. Seriously, these code, you know, I love scavenging for codes. That's something I think would be awesome about the no needles run. That for every code you have to scavenge around. You can't just hack your way in. The problem is, some places are infinitely easier to access than some other places. We have Malia Falls over here. And is there anyone else that needs picking up? Is there any lore I can look at? This one is a medalist. These habitation pods, I think there's a little too little of them. I mean, of course, there is a second part of habitation pods that is locked away. I actually was there in one of the videos, I think 19, but I might be wrong. And, you know, it's a shame it's locked away, because that is an important part, because now, you know, you look at that crowd that I have currently in the pool, and you think, whoa, where do all these people live? Where do all these people sleep? There's so many people. How do they all fit in a tiny room like this? Anders, your package arrived, front desk. If you're not here, the code 1317 on the gate. I won't tell anyone if you don't. Again, the scavenging for codes is much more interesting, in my opinion, than just, you know, spending 20 seconds on stupid hacking minigame. I mean, hacking is alright because it gets you into places, but I always feel like it's a cheap way out. I'll grab her in a second. I just want to look at this stuff, because this is what I love about crew quarters. You can just look at people and discover and wonder who they were. I should still be down there playing. My guys needed me, and my shoulder just couldn't deliver. I couldn't deliver. I brought a lot of autographed gloves with me and passed them out like candy at Halloween. But it turns out a lot of these test tubers don't follow sports at all, much less know about my career, short as it was. What are the chances Mr. Yu could set me up with the neuromods I'd need to put me back in the game? Hell, he could buy me a franchise and stock it with the greatest players that ever lived. If I got a neuromod, would it be me playing? The league would never let modded players in, but how would they know? That's another problem. That's a good point. What if the neuromods are banned from a show? How do you they would have to check. It would be like those players that sometimes use boosters illegally. Now this blew my mind when I first found it. Hi mommy, I've been having bad dreams since you left. Dr. Preston said I should draw it and that would help me make them go away. I hope you like my picture and come home soon. I love you, Corey. And this is a phantom, is it not? I mean, looks exactly like it. This kid also knows how to draw well. I mean, I recently made a phantom picture and it's not much better than this. If it's better at all. You might have seen it on the subreddit. I thought that it was a great moment to advertise myself, but instead I forgot to take Miss Foy with me. Miss, come. It's time to change you all into phantoms. So as I was saying, this is something I love about crew quarters. You go into those rooms, you can see exactly what this person was kind of after hours, after the serious work is done, yeah? Who they were on the inside. You can really find out about them, who they are, who are humans. If Alex was trying to use this opportunity to show the hybrid how the humans look and live like and feel like, this was the greatest opportunity, I think. Alrighty then, now that we're done collecting, it's time to start racing. Well, we have a little bit of time to go. Let's go over here and check out this number. See, I'm all up in this number. It's a 6. Does it register? It does not register. That's bullshit. It doesn't register. But at least I know that it's 6. So let's keep in mind, everybody, that it's a 6. Let's utilities. All right. Objectives. Objectives. The other one is 6. It's 1 3 5 6. All right. 1 3 5 6. Okay. 6 5 6 5 3 1. All right. We'll have to think about it. Maybe there is some order I can follow that I don't know about. Let me look into the objectives once more. 1 3 5 6 didn't work. 3 1 6 5. 5 1 3 6. 5 3 1 6. I should do this from the lowest number possible to the highest number possible and try every combination. Eventually I'll break the code. Alright, so in alphabetic order it would be 3 5 1 6. 3 5 1 6? No, it doesn't. Alright, so let's go from the bottom. 1 3 5 1 3 6 5. 5 3 6 1 5 6 3. So how about 1 6 3 5 1 6 5 3 3 1 5 6 3 1 6 5. I gotta run back. Now this is hacking. This is goddamn hacking. Or rather, this is the clumsiest hacking you've ever seen. Oh, I did it. I got it. It's I knew I'd get it. What did I get? What did I get? What did I get? I got something. Did I get a chipset? I think I got a chipset. Audio logs. Keys. Plans. Oh, that's what I got. Alright. Adventurer's Toolkit V1X. And that costs 3.2. That costs 3 and 2 stuff. If by any chance it boosts something that I can get, then I'ma get it, but I'll get one of the phantoms first. I wanna know. It might be a bullshit thing, But if it's not, then, well, I'm happy. I'll be happy. Your game master is proud of you. As the reward, you get the following: increased recycler yield, increased wrench critical hit chance, a more efficient flashlight, crawl through tight space more quickly. All of these are bullshit, but this one is good for what I'm doing right now. Fair reward for an honest work, and I'm really happy with what it was. It's really fun to do on your own. It's really fun to figure out those maps on your own. So, well, now if you're watching that, well, good job, Mondaisy, you spoiled all the fun. But I already said that way back before, and you don't have to watch this in the first place. So I mean, I'm not complaining, alright? I'm not complaining. Oh! I didn't know this actually makes a sound. Oh my! I made it! I jumped across the pool! So yeah, if you wish to know what neuromods can make you do, apparently, you can jump across this, which is a bloody long distance if you ask me. Do you know what I can do to keep myself busy, actually? I could call in my good old friend. My good old nightmarish creature and have fun with him as well. How about that? Or not, because he apparently doesn't want to show up. Is it just me, or do these body parts look like they're glowing? I mean, look at this. I mean, I know it's supposed to be reflecting, but instead it looks like it has a light inside of it, and it even reflects from the glossy floor. That's a little weird. I don't think that's intentional. I think that's a little bit of a bug. It's funny how much these bodies are more compressed than the normal human bodies. I guess the ether fizzles away. This is also a snapped neck, in my opinion. Looks like a bloody snapped neck. Ew. Ew, that's more terrifying than the headless guy. The fact that I have this chipset now sheds a completely new light on this situation. I gave you the numbers, but that was those were the numbers for me when I didn't have this chipset. With this chipset, for example, a Typhon organ that used to be worth 0.12 exotic material is now worth 0.13 exotic material, which means that I can really make a lot more exotic material. That means I don't need as much Typhon organs as I originally thought I would need. I would gladly do the counting for the rest, but I have no data on how much mimic tumor and other things cost with this new chipset, so I won't be making assumptions. I'll just wait till I have them. So I'm finally done. I feel like some of these corpses despawned in the process, but oh well. I can't really blame them because there was so much shit around that they may have despawned. I feel like I couldn't do that any better. I have a bunch of this from that, so I guess that's gonna have to suffice for now. Either way, let's do this. And this is beautiful recycler grenade, and that is a 2 exotic material. Not something I expected. I expected more, to be fair, but 2 exotic material is not something I'll say no to. Over 14 exotic. That makes me a happy boy. Let's go make some neuromods now. And after this whole ordeal, now that it's all done, we can make 7 pretty neuromods. Let's now do the thing I want to do. Let's take a neuromod in. Let's take a fear resistance, because I feel like I'm gonna need some. Is there anything that's going to induce my fear now? Oh yes, there is. Oh yes, there is. So, which way is he going to come? Which? Good. That's a good thing. Let's not play this game. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all, actually. Hey! The cooldown is so nice on that one. And this is not good. This isn't good. Whoa, that's quite a lag. That almost made me die. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that it almost made me die, but I'm going to just kinetic blast ya. That's me. I guess that's no longer me. I guess I fooled you long enough. Just how about you come over here? Just come over here. Just come over here. Come over here, mate. What, are you afraid of me? Are you lagged? Did you bug out? Oh crap. Ha! I didn't think I'd ever do something so stupid, but I guess I killed a nightmare with a wrench. I guess that's an achievement to do that. And let's not waste a recycler charge on that. Instead, let's just go and recycle things we have. You know what I don't need? I don't need that. And that is 3 things. That is 3 things and 6 things and another 6 things. And now I'm going to recycle all of this and get 9. Yes! That gives me another 3 neuromods that I'm going to make right now. Awesome. That means I have enough for a human neuromod. For the stealthy stealth. How about... Does sprinting without noise make sense to you? I mean, I can still hear the noise. I honestly thought that the footsteps would disappear, but unfortunately not. Alrighty then, we're done with this place. It took a long time, but we're finally done. It's time to go to, good idea, good question. So I think the most appealing location for me right now is the Neuromod Division, and later I'll go to Hardware Labs. So I'll see you there, in the Neuromod Division. Oh crap, I forgot about one body. Technically it's still the lobby. Hendrik de Vries. Alright, so we gotta take quick care of you. Done. I'm sorry, but that's what had to happen. Oh, hi there. Luka goddamn Golubkin. You are the most handsome man on this goddamn station. Thank you so much for all these months you put in here. So, here we are, the Neuromod Division. Oh.
Typhon contaminant found.
It's quite a welcoming surprise. How about we, Hey, come on, baby. Come on. I promise you, it's just a wrench. It's just a harmless weapon. It's unable to kill anyone. It's confirmed scientifically that you can't hurt anyone with a wrench. Unless you're a goddamn hero. Or a fool. Just like me. So, welcome to Neuromod Division, a place where all the neuromods are being fabricated and new aptitudes are being researched and applied to those neuromods. And we are going to look for a couple of bodies in here. This is also the place of volunteer quarters, where volunteers are sleeping. How nice. It's good to know that these people also get to experience the luxurious life aboard Talos 1 before getting subjected to Typhon and having their mind devoured. Isn't that great? To be fair, Neuromod Division, in my opinion at least, is one of those mediocre locations in the game. It's somewhere in this gap between greatness and awfulness. So it's not necessarily good, so that you would remember it, and it's not necessarily awful, so that it will stay in your mind forever. Of course, there is the sim lab over here, but despite the fact that it's a part of Neuromod Division, I feel like it's like some sort of an attachment. And by attachment I mean that it probably got built specifically for the sake of Morgan's test after a couple of years, and it wasn't originally there, because it wouldn't make sense for something like this to be there. They must have built it specifically for that purpose. And also I feel like it's detached gameplay wise, because I feel like, you know, there's a lot of things going on there, and it's a great place, and it's very memorable. And then you go here, and you just, there's nothing really memorable in here. There's a neuromod in the foyer, and you just wander through here. There's not much really going on. Now this room is interesting. It's the recording room where they recorded all the capabilities of humans and the neural connections while they were doing certain things, like running, for example, or playing the piano like Leitner, or I don't know, lifting heavy stuff. And I think they analyzed it further in that room over there. So yeah, it's probably a difficult thing to record a certain skill like that in the first place, and then there's the whole ordeal of applying it onto a neuromod, and I think they were working on that in the fabrication. Although I think fabrication is just building stuff and not really designing things, right? Or maybe it is, I don't know. Maybe they designed it in hardware labs in the first place. Alright, so we have a pile over here. I wonder if I should expand it further or just explore more. I think I'll do that first. I think I'll go upstairs and see if there's anything there, and then decide. And I don't remember this place. This is the volunteer testing. Volunteer test. Hi there, ma'am. Oh, hi. Whoa! Look at him go! Hi there, boy. Whoa, shit. I guess you're not too friendly. Haha, you blocked your way. Ouch. Alright, you don't have to be a dick about it. I just wanted to help. There we go. I killed both of you with that. Here, does that feel any better? There's a couple of body parts over here. Maybe I'll punch those all the way over here. Who's a mimic? You're a mimic. Can you please undisguise and follow me? Please, I have a really cool place to show you. Yes, I like hugs, but come by. Come over here. There's a lot of cute kittens in the basement I have for you. Hi, I'm really glad to see you here, my friend. I'm really glad to see you dance. Towards the end of the game, every single fight with the Typhon is like an endless goof. I mean, I'm the one who's being goofy about it, of course, but at the same time, I can't bring myself to stop it because I'm having so much fun. Let's take a quick look around here and see if there's no more bodies around here. What is this? What even is this? Looks like a coffee machine or something. It's probably a camera. Either way, this is a testing area for the volunteers. So I assume they installed neuromods on them, tested them. This is like an alternative. Match the phrase in English with the phrase in Mandarin. The hounds are always hungry. A. The rat sneaks through the tunnel. B. The eel is not fresh. The young princess hides in the tower. I don't know Mandarin, so I won't try to match that up. So I assume, as a volunteer for TranStar, you either get tested, or you get eaten by the Typhon, or maybe both. And probably both is the actual answer, because if you look here, we have 37 over here, which, as you see, has a very, very high scores. Even the researchers were surprised with the high scores. I think I should talk a little about Luka, because he is a very interesting and creepy character. And of course not because of that intrigue I was talking about and freaking out about, and also not because of those messages he sends you. I mean, that is kind of creepy, but it's not the most surprising creepy. It's like the obvious creepy in your face. The creepy is hidden somewhere deeper in the lore. So I don't know much about him. I mean, from before he was a TranStar volunteer, except that he is from Ukraine. And he, as far as I know, he did a lot of contraband, even here. So I assume he also did that when he still was Earthside. From what I've read on the wiki, I have to confess, I read that single fact on the wiki. Will Mitchell, the actual Will Mitchell, got scanned, got recorded for his skills, for his cooking skills. And Luka was the volunteer that they installed that neuromod on, which would explain why Luka tried to pretend to be Will Mitchell exactly. But there are more. Whoa! Hey there, Mimic. You know, I was trying to switch off the electricity, but you made me keep it up. I'm sorry, I was going to let you live, but well, you decided to reveal yourself. You're not such a stealth master, I suppose. Something else that is very interesting about Luka is that the first time he calls you, or during one of his messages, he tells you that he's hungry. He's always hungry. And, you know, that could be also relating to that cooking neuromod. If you look at some of the reports in the psychotronics, you can see that after the experiment with the telepath, he was often found chewing on random stuff, you know, random inedible objects. There's even a point where he bit off a finger of one of the researchers, and in the report it said that it was because of some sort of machine error, and that machine was responsible for her fingers getting chopped off. But It's also mentioned in some emails that that the fingers didn't look like chopped off by a machine, but rather like something that looks way more like a bite mark than just machine cut. So I guess the answer is kinda clear. Also, it's cool that they had a looking glass over here. At the beginning of the game, if you look up, you can see the sky, I'm pretty sure. Which gives you a false idea that you're indeed inside some building, still on Earth, while you're already in space. Why is this panel locked? It's locked throughout the game, and I can't open it from either side, and it's just here. And it can be accessed from both sides, but cannot be opened. My question is why? Is this some design flaw that was noticed later on in the process of making this game, and it just got like pre-blocked forever? Maybe. So I really don't know how I feel about Luka. He's one of the coolest secondary villains I've seen, not even in a game story, but in any story and in general. He has like a clear motive, semi-clear motive, because well, of course you can say he wants revenge on Transstar for ruining his life, his mind, and everything. But at the same time, as I just said as well, he has a completely ruined mind. So he is also a crazy person, and that's his like secondary motive. He simply completely lost it already. Morgan has two ways of raising the wrench. He can raise it to the right and swing from right to left, or he can raise it to the left and swing from left to right. The thing is, it's completely random, but it changes the way I push this button. So it affects gameplay. So it makes me semi-angry. But it also matters when you fight something. So it does matter more than just that little. So I guess I have all the rights to feel angry about it. Alrighty. This pile is good. Let's quick save this and hope for the best. Oh. It's a clean sweep. What else could I ask for? I guess I could ask for more exotic, but oh well, I have some stuff. Oh, I have some Typhon stuff. I can check how much it costs. Alrighty then, so I I did a bit more counting, and I have the numbers over here again for this new now with this chipset. And I've counted it for the current number of neuromods that we need to find, and coincidentally, it's 46 neuromods, which means we're halfway done already, guys. That means we need to fabricate 138 exotic materials. Oh god, that scared me a little. Oh shit, there's a lot of things going on here. I didn't think I'd use the machine mind again, but here we go. Yay. You guys keep fighting, I'll just keep doing my business over here. So that would mean I need still 2,300 tumors, because tumors cost exactly the same. But I would need just 1,062 Typhon organs, 143 Typhon plasma, as long as plasma costs as much as ganglion. That being said, 143 ganglion as well, and just 71 Typhon cortexes. That means I just need 265 more phantoms, 48 weavers, 48 telepaths, or 48 technopaths, or 24 nightmares. And that's for nightmares that have just 30 organs in themselves. Oh my god. It's Christmas. It's free recycler charges. Holy hell. That's crazy shit right here. And that's a Neuromod right there. Off my list. And that's a greater mimic. Oh hey. No. No need to be... no need to make this weird. Haha! I won! Bish! 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 I won! Who else is here? I got you! Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to. You know, actually you're restoring Mark's Psi, maybe that's actually a good thing. The only thing is that... Oh shit! What the flip is going on here? Two mimics! Two mimics in one room. Where is the second one? Did he run off? Or did I get him? I don't know anymore. Where is he? You're making this all much worse. Now, Mimic. Where did you run off to? So we're doing a really good job. We're not that far away from our goal, and now it's going to be actually easier than the first half because we can make more stuff. We can make more shit. Also, Nightmare is going to be a nice boost to all of that. I should call in one Nightmare before I transmute all those bodies, to be fair. So this is fabrication. You know what I find the weirdest about the fabrication? That even the director of this place had no idea where the exotic materials come from, and we've already seen him. He's the one who put the kill switch in Neuromod plans, by the way. He is up there in his office, right here. Halden Graves. Once he figured out all that, he committed suicide. He basically went crazy bonkers. I found this email just a second ago about Halden Graves moving around his room, and as you see, I think he stabbed himself to death. He bled out. So mineral, synthetic, organic, he was thinking about these exotic materials as well, and probably the receptor molecules. I don't know what those are about. Probably looked for this. He probably found some files. So he ran the kill switch program on his computer. Luckily I managed to find my way around it. You're not going to save me from potential exotic material. I don't care, it's alien. I'm alien too. And these are the guys that sent the email. They probably got... The mimics probably got to them first. I think when you first enter this room there's a bunch of mimics inside, so I assume they got killed. I mean, they don't look like they got sucked. None of them looks like they got sucked. I don't know. I don't know what to think. Well, you couldn't have landed in a worse place, could you? I'm not really surprised that he went crazy after finding out that we're putting aliens into our head. What I'm more surprised about is that he didn't know about it until that very moment. And I wonder, when did he do that? He probably did that after the outbreak happened. And it's interesting that this was the only moment when this is the only moment when he decided to think about it a little harder and figured it out just then, and before he didn't question his job. I find that a little, I don't know, weird. So I guess he tried to literally get these neuromods out of himself. So he used the most crude way possible. Quite an impulsive reaction, especially for a scientist. You know what? I have... How many things do I have now? I have 4 of them. In that case, I have a way better idea. You know what? You know? I think it's time for our second nightmare to call him in. So, where's the digital handshake? Attract nightmare. He don't wait around, that's for sure. Does he? How's that now, huh? And a little bit of a burn. And how you're doing at the moment, Nighty? I want you to cooperate with me a bit more. I don't have enough for much more, so I need to drink some water. Here. Okay. Well, we have a legit death on this run. Why wouldn't I just frickin' shoot that faggot with a Q-beam and be a happy person till the rest of my life? Or why wouldn't I drink all the water before I did all the things I now regret? So I have enough for 4 more piles, so I can make one here with the Technopath bit. I can call in Nightmare and make a second pile, and then I can make a 3rd pile in the last room, and I can go to the other place and make there a 1 pile, and maybe I should just make 1 big pile. But I'm scared that those body parts will despawn. Really, at this point, I'm really cautious about that. After the crew quarters, I'm really afraid about that. There we go. Alright then. Time to do the thing everyone is waiting for. The recyclage begins anew. How much is that? That is fine. That is fine. I'm not angry or anything. That is fine. That is not an exaggeration. That is alright. Alrighty then. So now that this is done, let's try again with the nightmare. And make sure that this time we don't fuck it up. So here we go. Audio logs. Attract nightmare, and there you are, you big bastard. How was your day? Mine was great. I almost found 92 neuromods. I'm kind of in the middle of it, but tell you what, you don't kill me in an instant because I have the backlash on, and I think this is the most ammo I've ever had. Binga, 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 binga. Okay, I'm not that brave actually. I'm a little bastard. But thankfully I don't need to be a big bastard in order to survive you. Ha ha ha. Alright, Backlash, you can leave me now. You can leave now, Backlash. Thanks Backlash, you don't need to be here anymore. I like how I'm struggling to find any corpses that I could transform into phantoms for additional material, while the Typhon keep on making more and more nightmares to battle me. And frankly, the nightmares are the only thing that can kill me at the moment, so that's kind of funny as well. Oh, December is lying right here. It's funny how there was this Technopath, you know, levitating just above him. Makes me kind of wondering what would happen if January or December got transformed into one. It's really a shame that we don't get to see that happen in the game. I can transform corpses into as many phantoms as I want to, and we get to witness a mimic transform into a weaver even, but we don't get to see any telepath or technopath getting created. I remember that single file or email in Psychotronics that advised you to seize any containment or creation of the telepath for safety reasons. But I feel like it would be really cool to see them transform, because I always wonder how that would. I always wondered how that would look like. I mean, sure, just would it be Weaver transforming a mimic and making it grow a lot of tentacles, just like that, like just like he makes Phantom? I don't know, probably. Same thing goes for the Technopath. I would love to see a certain scene where Weaver approaches an operator and just makes a Technopath out of him, just like they do with the Phantom. I don't think that's the greatest problem with Prey, but I think that would be a really cool thing to see. Now, this one looks different. This one looks more like the tentacles. The immovable tentacles. I wish there were more types of body parts. The ones that are in the game do look differently most of the time. I mean, without looking into it much, would you tell that this is exactly this, but bigger, just from staring like that? I don't think you could. I think you'd need a little bit more time, like I needed. But if there were more types of it, it would be even harder, and I think that would be really cool. All right. Here I go again. My. There is so much exotic. I got almost too exotic from that. And it recycled everything that was here. That was a bloody golden one. Great.
Threat detected.
What happened here? Ah, I get it. You came in here, hacked by me, and decided to destroy the turret I left here for my demise. I guess that's cool. I guess that's alright. I guess this screen is... Is this screen broken? Oh, there's a thing to hack into. Maybe there is something really important on this screen. Hunter's Boltcaster. Yeah, great. Files. Igwe's talk. I'll join you in the cafeteria, but Igwe's got a lecture scheduled. He's hoping he gets right to the Neuromod updates so we can do a proper eval on the tech side. But you know Igwe, he'll go Zener on us for an hour until we're all seeing circles and wavy lines. You'd think he would have learned the Earth side to stay focused. Tell me about it. I don't know what scares me more. The time Dr. Wiggy spends in the lab, or when he takes the stage. It's like listening to a metronome. But he's another one of these people that were just bullied at work. And the interesting thing that he's the one that gets to live in the end. I think I'll bring everybody into this place, because I doubt there will be any good pile. Oh no, oh no. I see a turret over there. That turret will shoot me. Good. She didn't notice. Is there any lovely creature around this place that would like to say hello to me? You know what I can do over here? I can reset the thing and go into the thing. All of this looks offline. Let's see. That glass got broken. I think it was broken already, but I think I would break it. Jesus. Wait. Green, red. So what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to, like... Ah! Alright, I get it. Come on, let's try. Let me try. Let me try again. May I try again? Yes, I can. Alright, here we go. Let's see if that does something. Green. Alright, I think I'm onto something. Hang on. I think I found something that I didn't know about. Green. And for this one... Yay! I made a makeup exam! Do I get something for it? I do! I got 3 neuromods for it! Holy shit! I had no idea! I literally had no idea that this is a thing! Oh my god! I'm baffled! I'm baffled! I'm baffled! I feel like, oh, this is gonna be a cool goof for the show, but wow. Wow. Wow, I'm impressed. Not impressed by myself, but I'm impressed. Like, wow. This is why I freaking love this game. This is why I adore this game. Because this game, the moment you think you know this game by heart, that there is nothing you can conjure up, nothing you can find in it anymore, you just run into something like that and figure it like for no reason, just by having fun, and then you feel like the smartest person on earth for figuring out a dumb puzzle. And no other game has made me feel like this in a very long time, if ever. So this is why this is still on my very top. This is why this is my favorite game forever and ever and ever. Still. I feel like there's really a few bodies in here. I mean, I know there's Patricia. Patricia, hello. But I don't think I'll be making a pile at all, because this is... Or maybe there is enough bodies. I need to check out the other side of this place. Also, the helicopter man stopped talking finally. That's good. He was creeping me out. Hello? Yes? This is dog. Is there any buddy? Oh, there is a buddy. I'm gonna... Hey! You can't shoot in the face someone that is just picking you up. That's not fair. I have 3 bodies. I think that is alright. For a pile in my room. How about that? Go there. Go there, everyone. Maybe there is a super secret up here that I don't know about. How much do you want to bet that there is something up here? I, for example, don't want to bet much, because why would anyone put anything here in real life? It's just a soundproof room. Hey, what is that? That's an interesting turret. Not gonna lie. But I'm just gonna ignore that and bring another body, yet another body, into my room. Because I'm a necrophilia person. Oh shit, you scared the crap out of me. Don't do that. I'm trying to make a stupid joke here. The simulation part of the game is probably the most, one of the most interesting parts, I think. I think the precision put into creating the simulation lab is outstanding. You can literally listen to every sound, see how everything works. You can check the walls, how they were moving. Warning, do not open door while simulation is in progress. You can see all the rules written outside the door. Absolute silence when simulation is in progress. Do not enter stage unless in costume. Do not interact with subjects off script. That's interesting. It's interesting because it's forbidden to improvise. It's forbidden to improvise, which kind of explains why Patricia said that I'm going to get her in trouble if I keep talking to her. This is a messy bed. What did you do in here? Don't tell me you masturbated in the bed. Enough gross, inappropriate, not family-friendly jokes. Time to do the final recycle bit in this place, and we're gonna do it right now. Here we go. This pile gets absorbed, and we have a pathetic amount of material. I should have quick saved, but oh well, I'm a dum-dum. So whatever. It's not like I really care, because I have so much material after this little bed that I think I'm set, and I think I'm gonna be good. I still have way more than half of this place to explore, and yet I already have over half of the neuromods done. Let's quickly step into the fabrication to fabricate some more. Everything is fine and everything is cool when you're part of the team. Let's recycle, and we get 24. 24 is an impressive amount that I really will enjoy. 24 means over 8 neuromods. I say over because I remember getting more, and I'm right. We have enough for 9 neuromods. Plus we also found 3 in the lab with this little riddle that I found. I still, my mind is still blown that I found out about it, and I didn't try to do that ever before. I probably would quit it if I didn't see that 2 lights were green and 1 light was red, but I'm proud that I followed through with it. It's time to head to the hardware labs. Except not now. We're out of time again. We'll have to set it aside for now, I'm afraid. Until then, thanks for watching, everyone. If you wish to watch some more of my Let's Play series, be sure to check out the links in the description down below. Please do subscribe if you'd like to see more of my content. And don't forget to fill the Watcher Experience questionnaire. Your feedback would be invaluable. Anyway, that's all for now. See ya!